So yes, we are back again for Romford Horrific 2025, and we are sitting down now for a Q&A with the cult legend horror actress, some would say, Eileen Daly. How are you? How was that seeing the movie up on the screen today?
It was wonderful to see it actually on the big screen, I must admit, and I'm very proud. By seeing it on the big screen, I'd like to adjust a few things. It's a bit like a painting that never gets finished. So every time you see it, you go, no, no, no. And I did think that I will take it back to the editing, because I think the sound was too loud. For me, the sound was too loud, and I'd like to strip only a little bit of the music and take a little bit of the music out. If did anyone else find it too loud in the audience? Be honest, because I need the feedback so I know exactly what I'm going to do. It will only take a day. What did you think?
Yeah, a bit loud. Yeah.
Yes, the sound. The music was slightly a little loud. I will adjust the sound. I will be doing DVD copies of it, and I will adjust the sound. I was very disappointed in that, actually, but it's hard.
Well, you know, people have got remotes and they can turn it down themselves.
Yes, they have got remote controls, but there again, you don't want to keep on going so you've got it on Amazon or something, and you're going like that. I'd like it streamlined, but I was proud of the film. I think it was the first one was Mr. Crispin, and the second one was Hollywood Betrayed, and that's the ghost one, and this one was the third one. So by the third one, we got into our stride. Right. It's a show within a show. All the films are a show within a show, and they always get it wrong. They don't always get it right.
So that's things that you would go back to the re-edit and change, but I like to spin a positive on it. What are you most proud of when you saw that up on the screen today? What really did work for you and that you loved?
The actual thing that we're here together watching the movie, which it's wonderful. That is a wonderful feeling that it's here. It's hopefully entertaining. It's and some people will like it and some people won't. And it's just like any, I don't like war films. So, it's a question of taste. I'm very, very proud. I'm very proud of the fact that we made this for about, I think, no money at all. All our films are very, very low budget. And really, we put our heart and soul into everything. And there's only about 5 of us. So, yes, and it's not just me. It's, the actors, Jason who filmed it, people making sandwiches, and everything that goes with it that it could be a failure. Every time I do a movie and I'm actually, day one started, I think, is this going to work? Mm-hmm. I think, is this going to work or not? If it doesn't work, it's a thing that as you go through, you think, I don't know if this is going to, and that is the anticipation of the whole thing. Now, if we had lots of money and lots of people, you know that you've got a script editor, and so, yeah.
And what was the moment with this movie that you knew it was going to work? Like that eureka moment of, yeah, this is working. I think, well, I've seen it so many times, so I know what's coming next, and I think the eureka moment really is that it's here, I think that is just coming into the screen, and that's the first time it's been played. Oh, yes, it's the first time it's been played here, so I'm kind of proud of that. So that's 2 firsts, because I saw a video today on social media of this is your first time in Romford.
Yes, it is. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Welcome to Romford. Yes, I did. I like Romford. I think it's quite I know, I come from Swanage. I've lived in Swanage for 8 years, and there's lots of old people in Swanage. So coming here, it's lively, it's vibrant, it's, the police were outside, we had an ambulance. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of Romford, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not from here, but I come down every year to do the festival, and I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, I know.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in, yeah, it's a lot to take in, I must admit, yeah. We should do a film of zombies in Romford. No, I mean it in the nicest way, I don't mean it like that,
That would be a documentary, really.
Yeah.
You've been acting for a long time now, and now you're doing your own thing, writing, directing, and everything like that. What is your favourite part of filmmaking? Where's the joy for you?
In all of it, actually. I love it all. As I got older, I don't particularly like to be as much in the front of the camera. I like other people to... I like directing. I've got the script. I know what I'm doing. I've got a great team that small, the actors, but very trusting, and we trust each other. And I know exactly how they're going to be. I know there's no surprises in their acting, because I know the script and what I want from them. I like editing. I enjoy editing. I think it's long. It can be boring, but it's a process that's quite, just to move someone's eyes. And it is basically, I think, in most of it's done in the edit. I think you can ruin, you can really ruin, and I'd say again in the score. Yeah. And the score is so important, and you learn as you go along. And I think this score, I will strip.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Not too much, and I'll take it down a notch. But seeing it on here, you're not seeing it on a small screen, so you know exactly. So playing it at festivals and seeing it is marvellous. It really is. It's a true, and it's yeah.
And you do a lot of your own music as well.
Yes.
How does that work? How do you approach that? Is it just like, I'm going to write something I really like to listen to and it's going in my movie, or does it have to accompany the movie from the outset?
No, it doesn't. Most of the music, we write the music and I add it into the films. And that's basically, I don't write the music for the movies. I choose the music for that particular scene. Ben does the music, and that's the Chelsea Vampires. And before that, we were other things. So yeah, I think that will fit in there nicely, and it'd be lovely to have someone just score the whole thing in a sort of like a classical sort of. But no, it goes, and I like that sort of choppy. Working. It's sort of it's different.
Well, you had us dancing when we were coming in.
Oh yeah. No, yes. No, I think I like, and I love all the doom 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 doom. I like that because I grew up with that. I grew up with the Carry On, and the Hammer, and all and Bless This House, and all the old sitcoms that had that. I'll Get You, Blakey, that sort of thing. So I love all that 70s blush.
Just awesome stuff.
Yeah, I think it's
things you don't really get anymore.
No, exactly. No, because, and I do find that when I go on Netflix, everyone seems to be doing films, but they seem to be painting with numbers.
Yeah. So
you get the drone shot coming in where they're driving the car. You get the cabin in the woods. You get the screaming girl. It all seems to be, it's like painting with numbers. You do number 2 is pink, number 3 is orange, and there's no mix-up jam. You don't know. So what I tend to do with the films is, you don't know where this is going. You're thinking, well, how they get out of this one, you know? What's the next scene? But that's how I like it, because you just don't know. But what I've watched on Netflix recently, or Amazon, is I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I know who's the baddie. I know who's done that. And I know. So I think indie filmmaking is very, very important to the whole of the filmmaking system. And they should watch a lot and learn from newcomers that have got a different mindset and a different way of placing in the box. You know, and I don't think I'm the only one. I've seen quite a few films that are quite artistic, but then, yeah, they're wonderful films. They really are. And I'd rather watch that than watch something on Netflix. I hate to say it, because they're pouring all this money into that, and it's, you know...
It's almost becoming a little bit soulless.
Yeah, it is. And the CGI and everything else, and I think it's wonderful. I love it. But it's becoming a little, it's pre-med, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Do we have any questions? I'm sure there'll be one or two.
Yes.
You'll have to shout though. There you go, we've got one there.
So how long does it take to actually do the filming scenes, and then how long does it take to actually edit to the end?
Right. Filming everything took 6 days.
Well,
Maybe we could do it even less. We start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we finish, and we have lunch, and then we finish at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. I never do night shoots. I don't wear my actors out, and I like to keep it, and everyone, you know, I like to keep it so we know exactly what we're doing. So if we've got a 6-day shoot, everyone stays in the same house, or we get other locations, and then we shoot in that house. Then the work starts to come. Then I look at all the rushes. Then I piece it together. Then I may need some other bits and pieces that I plaster in from other shoots that I've done. So it's a mix and match. And I can take up to a year, because I'm slow at editing. Jason does a rough cut of the, and then I pull it to bits, because then he knows, I know exactly where, because I've forgotten by that time what scene goes in. So, and then I pull it to bits, and I do my own scenes. And then I give it back to Jason, and he levels the sound out. Jason, I'm going to kill you! He levels the sound out. So editing, it takes a lot more than actually filming. And filming is the fun part. It is the fun part, because you're with everyone.
So a lot of work goes into...
Yeah. With the music, the colour, the grading, you have to grade it. Then you've got to level the sound, then you've got to score it. You know, and you're doing it all yourself. So, it's a lot of hard. It's not hard. That's the whole thing. It's enjoyable if you like to do that, but it will be hard work if someone found it boring. It's like someone building a house. I would find that dreadful. I'd hate it. But someone would like to do that. Someone enjoy building, constructing, architecture. So yes, it is. And then you've got to do the titles. And I'm constantly on YouTube. So I've got my machine, I've got my Apple, and I'm looking at the scenes, and I'm thinking, how do I actually do that title scene? And then I have to YouTube it. Or I have to YouTube how to do different, you know, and I always go for beginners. Oh, God. So, it's kind of long, but it's good. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it, Diane? Oh, great. Yeah. So.
We've got time for one more question. Oh, there we go. You will have to shout though.
Yeah, I'm curious about that place. What can you tell us about that peculiar house?
This, oh my God. Well, I tell you about Mr. Lovett's house. We have filmed in Mr. Lovett's house we've done, how many movies have we done in there, Lou?
Hollywood, Witches.
Hollywood, Witches, and First Bite. We've done 3 movies in the same house. Mr. Lovett puts us all up. It's a big house. And what we do is we change all the rooms. Like in Witches, we put plastic and we put clowns behind. So it's the same set. And Mr. Lovett is fantastic. And he charges us £250 for all of us for the week. And he usually stars in it. He's usually the sort of spooky guy. Yeah, my last film was She's a Bitch. And I went into Swanage and I rented a house for 6 days. Do you know how much they charged me? £2,000.
Nah.
Wow, that's most of my budget. And I have to save that up. You know, so I save all the money up as well. I put it all in the wardrobe. Don't go to my wardrobe because there's nothing there. I've just used it all. But that's how I make. I don't use anybody's money. I don't have any producers. I save all the money up myself. And when I've got £3,000 or £4,000, maybe 3 usually, I make my movie, and that's the movie. All my movies are about £3,000, and you can do it. If you've got a great team and people are really... I pay my actors as well, and they get food and lodgings, and it really does work. But, yeah, Mr. Lovett's house. And actually, we're going to do Hex Factor. Hex Factor is demon, vampires, and zombies. And it's a bit like the X Factor. We're going to have it's going to just take the piss, basically, because, you know, it's just one of those. But we're going to do it in Northampton, and we're going to do it in Mr. Lovett's house. Yes.
So I've got one last question before we wrap up, and that is, if you could think about all the movies you've made over the years, and you had a chance to remake one of those movies, however, you're the only human character and you're acting against puppets, which one of your movies would you do with puppets?
Puppets.
How many films have you done?
6. I think I would do Witch's Brew.
Your films, but how many films have you
Oh, in real life, other people's... Oh, I've done Oh, you're talking about real life in other people's films? Oh, I don't know.
And you can use your own music as well.
Oh, I could use my own music. Oh, sure.
That was a very close swear, but I like that.
Yeah, pardon, darling? Yeah, I think I'd use Witch's Brew, but I know that that's not mine because I can't remember all the films that I've done. Maybe I'd do Razor Blade.
Nice.
With puppets, with my own music. Ha!
Which, by the way, we are showing very soon on this screen. So
smashing.
Thank you. That was a really good segue, by the way. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here, giving us your movie, showing it on the screen. And most of all, thank you for being here to watch it. And welcome to Romford.
Oh, well, I'll come back next year. Yeah, right. Thank you for watching.